Hi, this is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for education and technology only. So after I have shared with you on the using the battle ropes for development of the dynamic impulse momentum handling and the real deal fudging, I have received many messages from our Wing Chun friends and traditional Chinese martial art friends. Some of these friends tell me that now they are clear on the using of the battle ropes to develop the impulse momentum and the fudging. So they are going to incorporate this into their training once this COVID-19 thing is over, when they get back to the gym. And some friends saying that they have already actually using the battle ropes, but now they are extremely clear how this thing can be used, or how these tools, battle rope tools, can be used to improve their martial arts, namely the continuous dynamic impulse momentum handling and fudging, or using strength, or issue force, whatever we want to call it. Okay, and also there are our friends, Wing Chun friends, who ask me that whether the battle ropes training is a good example for the 3B state, which I mentioned in the Wing Chun Matrix books. Now in the Wing Chun Matrix, I have a map out for the training of traditional Chinese martial arts, and there's 3B states there. So that is what they are talking about. Okay, so the 3B state actually have the bone, tendon, muscle development and the breathing development. That's 3B state. So yes, the battle ropes is a real life good training or example of this 3B state. Okay, so the Chinese, the ancient Chinese, know what they are talking about. Okay, and also in the Wing Chun Matrix over here, in the page 75, if you read that is a description or translations from the Shaolin Short Strike Canon. It is said that, translate in English for you, while practicing fighting, one must apply full force and full effort. Starting from clumsy and hard, one refines to agile and soft. Well, if you look at training with the battle ropes, that's what it is, right? You do as hard at the beginning, and you actually refine it, refine it. You are not doing it slow, soft. No, you're just using your strength, right? That's in the battle rope training. So the battle rope trainings is actually very traditional Chinese martial art training, or ancient traditional Chinese martial art trainings. Okay, so that's why I brought it up, because we need to know exactly what the ancient is talking about, instead of we interpret, translate whatever we want. Okay, and of course, in the same time, there are many people who believe in their internal training, telling me that this is external stuff. I don't understand what is internal means. Well, that's fine with me. Everybody can believe what they want. But let me show you one thing. I share with you one thing, okay? As I have already shared with you many things in the past a few weeks on what is a real traditional Chinese Sifu practice, like for example the praying mantis videos, and then the Chai Lei Fa, the Hongga videos, Okay, those are real life. And now I'm going to show you the MMA training where they use the battle rope. Okay.
Snaps, explosive movement extending from the feet throughout the body into the arms. Engage the core and keep your pelvis neutral. Stay on the balls of your feet, moving laterally and forward to backward. Step laterally with the inside foot, keeping an equal stance throughout.
Okay, you can look at this in the video, YouTube. Now let me ask you a questions. Are you serious? Those kinds of push hand, internal thing can handle this type of continuous dynamic impulse momentum handling trained MMA player? Are you sure? What is the reality? Okay? And we know, as I quote in the Wing Chun matrix on the ancient, they are trained like the MMA people. Okay? Not those so-called internal art, push hand, jing, using mind, not using strength stuff. That's the reality, okay? Like this battle rope trainings. So it is not a surprise when the Wei Lei, the internal art guy fighting Xi Xiaodong get just KO, okay, or knocked down within a minute. Your body, your torso stability and stamina is simply not there. If you can do the battle rope trainings, you can do HIIT, high intensity interval training, where as in the Wing Chun Inception book, each model I show you that you get up to the fully accelerated impulse momentum handling, and they can come down to recovery. Those are the modern day MMA training with this battle rope. So what is reality? Face the reality, okay? And that's why the difference between this channel with other channels is that we look into what the reality of ancient Chinese martial art training. We look into the today's sports science. We look into what the MMA guys are training. Then we can look at thing and understanding. We know what is thing objectively. It's not my way, my Sifu's way, my grandmaster way, according to this star's grandmaster. And in fact, the ancient Chinese didn't say those kind of stuff. Okay? So, this is what I like to share with you. Use the battle rope. But be careful, be careful. All those MMA players, they follow the sport science. So they have the training and they have the recovery. Now, as I mentioned in the Wing Chun Inception book, training and recovery. So one don't overtrain until one cause injury to oneself. Well, the ancient Chinese have the training and have the recovery, which is called the nurture of qi, sinking the qi stuff. Okay. So we need to look at what is reality, and so that we be able to really develop something in our training.